Morning students. Last we have done the third method of solving a pair of linear equations in two variables. That was cross multiplication method. There are three algebraic methods. We have done now all three. First was substitution method, second was elimination method, and third was cross multiplication method. Right? So last we have done cross multiplication methods. Now we will do question number 4 of worksheet 3.5. Question number 4, these are statement sums. Question says form the pair of linear equations in the following problems and find their solutions if they exist by any algebraic method. By any algebraic method. Now we have the freedom to apply any of the three methods. Right? Now it's not like that we have to do it by cross multiplication method. The method in which you are comfortable, whether that is substitution method or elimination method or cross multiplication method, you can apply. We are given the freedom in this case. Now let's discuss first question. This is regarding that fixed charge type of question. The question is, a part of monthly hostel charges is fixed and the remaining depends on the number of foods one has taken in the mess. So there are two things. One is the fixed charge, one is the number of charge for the number of days the food taken. See, I have assumed let the fixed charge equal to rupees X and the cost of food taken per day. Cost of food taken per day, that is rupees Y. In the first case we are given a student has, for the 20 days he has paid rupees 1000 as mess charges. So charge for 20 days is given 1000 rupees. So what is the charge for 20 days? Now remember, X is fixed and per day Y, 2 days 2Y, 3 days 3Y, 5 days 5Y, 20 days 20Y. So charge became X plus 20Y. X is fixed, 20Y per day. That is equal to 1000. We got the first equation, and second we are given charge for 26 days. This is also given to us in the question, that is 1180 rupees for 26 days. Fixed charge is X, per day is Y, 26 days 26Y. So it is X plus 26Y equal to 1180. We got the two equations. Now you have the freedom to apply any of the method. But in this case, I would suggest elimination method is the best because X terms both are same. Just do the elimination by subtracting the two equations, right? Now the second part of the fourth question, this is regarding the fraction. Remember, whenever a question of fraction is there, simply our assumption will be let the fraction equal to X over Y. Now there are two cases. First case given is fraction becomes 1 over 3 if we subtract 1 from the numerator. Denominator remains as such if we subtract 1 from the numerator. Numerator was X, now it is X minus 1 over Y equals to then 1 over 3. Now you know what to do. Cross multiply. We will get the first equation. So 3x minus 3 equals to Y. So that is 3x minus y minus 3 equals to 0. We will get our first equation. Second case, fraction becomes 1 over 4 if 8 is added to the denominator. Now numerator remains same. So it is now X over Y plus 8 equals to 1 over 4. Same way cross multiply. We will get the second equation. This is the second equation. First equation, second equation. We have the freedom to choose any of the three algebraic methods. But see, second, in the first equation, second term minus y. Here it is also minus y, same term. So which method would be best here? The best appropriate method in this case, which I would suggest again, is the elimination method. Now we'll do the third part of this fourth question. Third part says Yash scored 40 marks in a test, getting 3 marks for each right answer and losing 1 mark for each wrong answer. And second case, had 4 marks been awarded for each correct answer and 2 marks been deducted for each incorrect answer, then Yash would have scored 50 marks. Question asked is how many questions were there in the test? He is asking how many questions were there in the test. In this solution, there is one silent assumption which we will not mention anywhere. The assumption is that the student Yash have attempted all the questions. Out of all those questions, some are right and some are wrong. So he is asking how many questions were there in the test. But our assumptions will assume let the number of correct answers x and the number of wrong answers equals to y. Correct answers I have assumed x and wrong answers y. So total number of answers obviously x plus y. So total number of questions are always same, x plus y. So in the end we will add x and y. But before that we will find the values of x and y. Now case 1. Case 1 we are taking Yash scored 40 marks when if 3 marks are awarded for each right answer and 1 mark is deducted for each wrong answer. How many right answers are there? X. For each right answer, how many marks he is getting? 3. So how many marks he obtained? 3 into x. And for each wrong answer, 1 mark is deducted. So how many wrong answers were there? Y. So how many marks are deducted? Y into 1. Deducted means minus y. Y into 1 is y. So we got the equation 3x minus y equals to 40. These are the marks he is getting and these are the marks which are deducted. So we get our first equation. Second case is given. Yash scored 50 marks if 4 marks are awarded for each right answer. Now 4 marks he is getting for each right answer and 2 marks are deducted for each wrong answer. Earlier it was 1 mark deducted. Now case, how many right answers? X. How many marks he is getting for right answers? 4. So how many marks he was awarded? 4x. Deducted y into 2, that is 2y. Deducted minus. Now it becomes equal to how much? 50. We will get the second equation. But in this case, see, before giving the numbering to this question, I can see something. Something is common in this equation. What is common? I can see 2 common. Dividing both sides by 2. The equation will become easier. Equal to 25. Take this as equation 2, not this one. So you can mention dividing both sides by the common factor. Which is the common factor here? 2. Now see the equations. 3x minus y, 2x minus y. See the y term. Same. Which is the best method here? Again, the elimination method. Remember in this question, after finding the values of x and y, we are asked the total number of questions. Total number of questions x plus y.